What do they think about the news footage thing? You thought that was pretty good?
Yeah, yes, I like it.
Okay, so what are we doing? Did we get the footage you wanted here, Gary?
Yeah. We got lots of disaster stuff.
That's our job there with the blue tarp, the tree, the great truck.
This debris that we're looking at by the street, the federal government is going to pay to have this picked up. Just to give you an example, whenever a disaster hits, everybody piles their debris at curbside. The reason for this is that FEMA sends the state money. They will subsidize the state for the pickup of that debris. And that takes the burden off of the residents that have been in the disaster for a little bit of the cost. You know, you might clean the yard out and it costs $10,000, but if you had to haul all the debris to the dump, it could cost another $5,000. So the government will come in and say, yeah, look, just get everything to the street and we're going to make 3 sweeps and we're going to haul everything out for y'all guys, and that we're going to cover the cost of that. So that's why you see everybody piling this stuff to the curbside. We're looking at a snapped off pine tree right here. If you look back, this is a good example of what we see a lot at disasters. When you have either wind or ice on a pine tree, they're known to snap off about halfway up. The reason this can be dangerous is because the top section can fall from 50 foot up and land on your house, which could be deadly. A lot of times when we talk to people about this, we think of it in ice storms a lot. We see this, where the top of a pine tree will get so much ice on it because it's an evergreen. Pine trees do not lose their needles in the wintertime, so they gather a lot of ice where most trees have lost all their leaves. A pine tree is the one you see give the most problems in these ice storms. They will snap off like this right here and come down through a roof, and I've had customers that were laying in their bedroom that have told me they've had limbs come down like an arrow and jab through and hit the floor right by their bed. It said, you know, they want every pine tree out around the house because they don't ever want to have that happen again. So it can be scary having pine trees right close to the house within 15 or 20 foot. We're asked all the time, you know, should I cut a tree down or should I not cut it down? You know, there's no perfect answer when it comes to trees. As you're looking around here in this disaster, you see there's some trees standing and there's some trees that have fallen down. You know, we come in and try to make an assessment based on the leaning of the tree, the type of tree, the height of the tree, the diameter of the tree, the ground conditions, the health of the tree. We use all these factors to decide if we think the tree should come down. Then we just make an educated guess. You know, it's not logical to cut every tree down and be paranoid. We tell people all the time, says, look, if you get carried away, you can cut every tree down, but we don't think that's necessarily reasonable.